But what brought me here now, sharing with the world, my experiences. After I had practiced for a long time, several years, I continued to practice and travel out of body every night, and I still do every night, leave my body. But living in, I live outside of Nashville. I work in the city, but it's hard to find other people who travel out of body. It's not something that you can just generally talk about with anyone. I like to discuss these things, and that's the thing. I wanted to find community to discuss my experiences and share my experiences with. And at the same time, I wanted somebody who I could relate to, to share their experiences with me as well. So, I got online. I started doing research. And still to this day, I've yet to find, someone who travels out of body every night. A lot of people want to. It seems a lot of people have trouble astral traveling. And I know what some of these troubles are. A lot of people buy into this conspiracy stuff, and it builds a lot of fear around ETs and demons and all this stuff, and that fear really embeds itself in the subconscious and makes it hard for people to astral travel. People have fear of death. It's kind of ironic that astral travel can relieve that fear, but at the same time, leaving this physical and going out of body is that fear. So, it's kind of hard to break that. But at the same time, if you desire to have that experience and you continue to work towards it, afraid or not, eventually you're going to have that experience. You're going to get out of body and you're going to realize, okay, everything's fine. Okay, and then that fear is going to go away, and from there, it's going to be a very easy thing to continue to travel out of body. I think for me, the fear of death, or to overcome the fear, to astral travel, for me it was so easy because I never really was afraid of death and dying. I knew something, there was more to this life, but at the same time I didn't have that fear of dying, though, of leaving my body. I could just lay down and do it because I didn't have to confront too many of these fears. There wasn't a lot of fear around that. For me, I don't want to come off as a sob story by no means, but I grew up very poor and faced so many hardships, and I've been down to where I didn't know where the next meal would come from or where I would lay my head at night. I've been through so much that leaving this reality didn't seem like such a harsh thing, to be honest. But, in a way, I guess it was good because, I didn't have a lot of fear to overcome. I could lay down and basically shift my consciousness and phase out. And I'm to the point now that that's where it is. After raising energy and doing energy work and traveling out of body and raising your frequency through astral projection and energy work, raising Kundalini, the energy body starts to evolve. You're training to take these memories and bring them back to the physical reality. You've trained your body to lay down at night and go to sleep while holding awareness awake and phasing out into the out-of-body state. So that's the habit. It becomes a habit. It becomes routine to lay down, clear your mind, say your affirmation, and start phasing. And that's basically what happens. I lay down, clear my mind, and say an affirmation, and I'll start the phasing process. Okay, so I'll feel a little energy movement, maybe the vibrations, sleep paralysis. I feel when I'm starting to go non-physical, and I then get up and leave my body. And that's basically the routine. Once you get to where you've activated your chakras and you've raised Kundalini, astral projection becomes a fully conscious event. You know, you just lay down, and from the time you lay down till the time you return to your body, there was never a break in consciousness. You know, you remember the entire event. Some details may be lost during the experience, but generally the whole experience is there. You know, you might need to think on it for a little bit, but it's there. So why would somebody travel out of body every night? What's to be gained from that? For me, I think the easy answer is you're going to lay down and go to sleep at night. You know, you got to sleep. So you might as well maintain awareness during that time. And, you know, I absolutely do. You know, throughout the night, I couldn't imagine now not maintaining some sort of awareness during those sleep hours. I used to think about that. I used to think, God, we waste so much of our life sleeping, you know. You know, I forget the percent of our life that, you know, is wasted during that time. Not wasted, but you know what I mean. But to maintain awareness during those hours, you know, you might as well do that, you know. There's so much to gain from astral projection. You get rid of all fear. You know, fear of dying, fear of everything. And you live your life. You look at everything in a new light. You start to realize what's important in life and what's not. Because the truth is, when you die, what are you going to take with you? Basically the information that you've gathered while here. You can work your entire life and be looked at as a good person who's done so much and accomplished so much, and that's usually determined by how much money you've made. You know, and you make money, but in the end, you die unfulfilled, and you can't take your money with you. It's a waste of time. It's pointless. But what we can take with us is the information that we gather. So we have to make a distinction. What's important and what's not. That way we gather the important information. And you can't help but gather information. Every second of every day that you're here, you're gathering information. But the way society's designed is designed in a way to keep you working, to keep you moving and not thinking. It's designed to keep you from thinking. You continuously feed into the system, feed the machine and work the machine, but you never get ahead. And that's exactly how it's designed. Is to keep you busy. You constantly have to go to work. You constantly have to do this and do that and do that and do that. And it ties up all your time, and it stops you from thinking and realizing what's really going on here.